Come on in, friends. Come in, come in. How are you tonight? We're going to do a short project tonight. Hi, Carly. How are you, girlie? We are going to do this kitchen's closed, this Heifers had it. That is what we're going to do tonight. But I haven't decided what to do the lettering in. Because if I do the cow in black, the barn in red, the grass in green, I think I'm just going to leave the sky. Could do the sky in blue, but that might be a pain in the behind. Grab some multi-tools. And then the snoot could be in peachy keen. I brought red out for the kitchen's clothes. Do it red and black, maybe. And then if I wanted to put ribbon on it, I could do a red gingham and a black buffalo plaid, or I have a black. I have this black burlap with polka dots. That'd be kind of cute. What other color? Let's see. I have a black stripe. I have a smaller buffalo or a stripe or buffalo plaid. Maybe here's a stripe. And I also have this that came with a chalk couture kit, and I didn't use it, so I could use that too. So we're just going to mess around a little bit. I'm doing pretty good. Had a good day today. It's cold here today. It is like barely 70, and I freaking love it. I love it. It could be like that all the time, and I'd be tickled just pink. Because my days of swimming are over. My days of hanging out at the lake are over. I mean, if it was going to be like this weekend, I'd consider going camping. But our camper's in the fix-it shop, so probably won't be doing that. And I did not look at my bowl of brushes and stuff I have from last night. I didn't take it in the house. I need to set that out so I see it. I'm going to grab a picture that I printed, which I came out here and I kind of had a couple of blunders. I went to cut something out, and instead of putting it at 14, one of my numbers at 14, I put it at 4, and my laser was just going around like slow, slow, slow. And I was thinking, well, should I stop it and redo it, or should I just let it go? And I just let it go. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but well, that's what I did. Hopefully I didn't screw it up. Because if I ruin that thing, I don't have a clue how to fix it. Hey Diane, hi Pam. So we are going to do this Heifers had it. And I have this from Hobby Lobby. This was a $23.99 Surface. It actually had a cow on it. And I painted that out quite a while ago. Like a long time ago. So I think I'm going to give that just a really light sand with a fine sander. Because I have another one, and I went to get it, and my rain's bugging me today. I went to get it over there. I went to see what was on it. It was a cow. I was like, oh, for God's sakes. Isn't that funny that you paint over a cow to put a cow on it? It was pretty cute. So I spent the afternoon with my bestie Vicky, that she's been my best friend since 5th grade. And we are old ladies. I'm going to grab a rag over here. We are 68. Actually, I'm 68. She is not 68, but she will turn 68 on Friday. So we went over to Sam's Club because I had some things I had to get. And then we went and had a couple margaritas and had a good visit. It was fun. And they were, like, amazing because they always are. It's probably a good thing I didn't discover margaritas until I was an old lady. I might have been in trouble. Might. I'm not a drinker. Not that I won't have a drink, but I'm not a drinker. So I just picked up these files. Hey, Lori. Hi, Cindy. How are you, girlie? I just picked up these files, and this is a little stander that goes on your counter or on your shelf, and it says Boo Crew. Isn't that cute? And then I've got this, The Witch is In, and this is in an 18-inch or a 10.5-inch, almost 11-inch. It's about 11-inch. Small door round. But that would also be cute on a wreath, added to something. You know, you could do both. So those are my 2 newest files, and that's what I was cutting out. I love those witch shoes. Gonna have to do something with those witch shoes. So I'm just going to fuzz my transfer because it's brand new and because I painted this. And I probably should wax it, but you know what, you guys? I painted it a long time ago. If I had painted it today, I would definitely wax it, but I haven't painted it. It's been months. So I'm going to see what happens. This is one of our new transfers, and this one is a size A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It must be an F. And you know, it just kind of fits in this little circle pretty good. I just need to make sure that I get it straight. I want the sign to be not crooked. Let me see how bad it sticks. I think I'm going to be okay. Not going to like get nutty about pushing it down, but I do want it down. Oh, he's got a booger in his nose. Can't have that. No bugs. Thought I had it. No, I didn't. No bugs in the cow nose. So I'm just going to chalk mine. Hey Chris, I've seen some do it with wood cutouts. You do not have to do everything with wood cutouts. You can do just do your transfer and you're good to go. So I think I'm going to use my multi-tool. I have a hardest time opening these up. The older I get, the weaker I get. Can't get a good hold on them. So this is pesto. And I'm thinking pesto for down here. And maybe on these little green things over here on the side. So what'd you guys do today? Anything fun? Said I hit Sam's Club and had me a couple margaritas and called it a day. Came home and You know how Sam's Club is. It's a torture treatment. Everything there is so big, so when you go to check out, which I do the instant checkout, and tell me, somebody tell me, how do they know when you go through their thing that you have everything in your cart has been accounted for? Because they don't even look at my phone anymore. They don't look at my receipt. The guy goes, okay, and out the door I go. I really made sure today that I had everything. But I have gone up there and had missed something. Not this time. I was on the money, thankfully. But you know, you have to go through that thing. He gave you a mic while you were getting your hair done? That's service, isn't it? I think my girls would probably give me something to drink if I wanted it, but like I said, I'm really not a drinker. Not that I won't have a drink, I will, but I'll tell you, you guys, I've got alcoholism in my family. Oh my God, it's just rampant. My dad, my brothers, my sister was, I think. I have a nephew that's struggling, so it's not my jam so much. But it's not like I won't have a drink, because I will. I'm going to do, my kitchen's closed. Do I want that in red though? You guys, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm going to think about that for a minute. I think it'll show fine. I'll do his snoot in Peachy Keen. Ooh, this one's needs some water. Probably should have done this like I did the sunflower. We'll see. Because I'm wondering about the outline of this, but I guess it doesn't have to be outlined in black. We used to have a transfer like this, and I have that transfer. It was this kitchen's closed, this Heifers had it, and then in it was Wicked Chickens Lay Deviled Eggs. That was so cute. I'm just going to lift that up so I can just kind of paste and peel. If you ever want to know or ever question whether you've had it down too long, just lift it. Don't even bother. Just lift it. I'm thinking I'm going to do all of this in black. The cow and the area around the cow. Meaning, I don't know, there's like some little lines or something. Her birthday's on Friday, so we were out kind of celebrating her birthday. She's young. I've been 68 for 6 months. She is just turning that. We became friends in the 5th grade. And Lori that's on here, we met each other in the 7th grade. I'm a lucky person. I have friends that I've had for umpteen years. I'm going to have to get my multi-tool. Because I can't get in over here in his little ear and over here by his snoot. So you guys, when you're in the Hobby Lobby and you're in the 70 or better yet, the 90% aisle, consider surfaces that you could repurpose. So I think I might have paid $5 for this surface, and it's sold for, which is stupid. Oh yeah, he's cute. He's a good cow. I want my barn in red, but do I want my words in red? And if I don't, what do I want them in? Tell me, tell me. This is a fun surface. Hi, Denise. Yeah, you just want, yeah, just consider when you're at Hobby Lobby. Denise, I almost did a resin pour on a, I'm going to do that. I'm trying to get the guts to do it. I'm chicken. But I want to do a resin pour of a cutting board. Oh, Pam, I hope she's okay. I'm telling you, that open heart surgery is not for wimps. Like I said, I feel bad because I have a son, my second son, that's had 4 open heart surgeries. He's had his mitral valve replaced 4 times. And because he had his first surgery when he was 5 months old. I'm just going to go ahead and go with red. I rewatched your video today, Denise, because I was like, okay, so tell me about that tape. Is that worth getting? Did you notice that it helped you? The resin tape that you put around the bottom. And I saw Stephanie do it too. Of course, she makes everything look simple. And it's not for this girl. And I'm like, dang, that is so pretty. I feel like I want to do it. Kitchen clothes, Heifers had it. Okay, turn it around. This is really heavy too, you guys. I mean, it's substantial. Got another one, but it still has the other cow on it. Which I don't do cows, but I have a girlfriend that does. She loves cows. She would love it. She might get it. It's kind of like a charger, but not. Boy, that's fun to get by that ear. That's why we use these little, tools. And if you don't get quite there, you can always touch it up. Okay. That's cute as can be, you guys. I'm going to put it on the backer sheet, which, what did I do with it? Right here. I'm terrible about that. I'm going to give it a spray because I don't want it to dry up on me. This would be adorable on a towel. I'm just going to let it hit the floor. That turned out pretty cute. Another squeegee for my squeegee pile. And then we're going to make a bow. These are, well, it was clean until I just ran it through that little bit of paste. Oop. Just going to wipe this one off and I don't have to mess with. They clean up, you guys, so easily with their. You want to make sure you get the ends though. Sometimes I do them and then I don't get the ends and then I see that it's got something across the bottom. Here I am, I just cleaned up my table and I got it messy again. I'm gonna toss that down. So there's our sign. Isn't that cute? So let's do, should we put some green in it too? I wonder. I have a green stripe. Looking over there at that, and then I look over there at all of that, and I also have a green solid. I'm going to grab it just to see if maybe I want a piece of green in there. Could use greenery too. I even have green buffalo plaid. I think it's cute too. It's a cute picture. And that is their new size, size G. So now we have A is our little, B is A and B are our best sellers. C is the bigger, 18 by 24. C, D is 18 by 18. I feel like the B is not 18 by 24. I feel like yeah, I bet C is 18 by 24 and the E is probably, heck, I don't know, you guys. I better not tell you. I should know that. I should know that off the top of my head. But so now this one is this smaller square size, and then we have the one that has the leaves, and I had that, but I sold it. A girl bought it the other day, and it's cute. It's a strip of leaves, and they will have a surface for that, specifically for that. So I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to order another one of those. I love those. And I saw something done with one of those the other day, and I'm like, oh, okay, I probably need to have one of those again. And that's funny because I have like 2 of everything, but go figure. I'm going to lay that down in there, and then we're going to start, I think we're just going to do a messy bow. This ribbon is not, it has no wire in it. So I think I'll probably put that somewhere. My number for me is 8 inches. So I usually start with 8 inches, and then I just kind of go back from there. You know, if it needs to be smaller, then I just trim it up a bit. So I'm going to put that in there. Let's put some of this because it's got those cute little balls on it. ribbon is so funny because you guys, if you saw the ribbon that I have, you'd die. It's like, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm gonna stick that in there. Put another piece. But I'm always on the lookout because, you know, when you get ready to make something, you're like, well, I need this color. And one color that I don't have that I can't believe, like I would like to have a navy polka dot or a navy stripe and I'm not seeing that anywhere. I went to Hobby Lobby, they had plain navy and I did buy that, but that's really not what I wanted. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled for navy. And then I think I just want to stick a little green in there maybe because there's green in the grass. We'll see. Don't have room to put it on that side. So is the weather good where you guys are at? I think we're supposed to have 70 degrees tomorrow too and sunny. It's supposed to be beautiful. And then it goes to 90 again. I don't love that so much. I've decided that I'm not an extreme girl. I like middle of the road. And that's kind of the way I am about my whole life. I don't have to have fancy anything. I just kind of like middle of the road. Isn't that funny? I always tell my husband that too. I'm like, I don't need fancy. I'm not a fancy girl. And I'm really not, but I think he thinks I am. I bet it is down there, Lori. Ugh. I couldn't live down there. I couldn't live in the South. I couldn't handle the heat and the humidity. And we have humidity, but I'm telling you, when I was in Florida, whew, and it rained every day about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my hair just was like slop. I was like, okay, how do you women, all the women must have really short, cute haircuts because, or else they had long haircuts and they could just pull it back in ponytails because you couldn't have a style because if you used any hairspray, you were in trouble. Trouble. Which surface? Which surface what? That's weird that chat bot brought that in there twice like that, but packing tape would work just as well. The wide clear plastic tape. I didn't watch the end of that. I don't know why, because I watched you when you did it live. And so when did you peel that tape off? After it's all dry? Because I remember that you did the legs, because I'd seen that video before, because I'm pretty sure I was on your live. Okay, I'm going to do these because, or I'm going to do these. Maybe I'll do these. I was going to put them in the middle, but I might put them on the bottom. So just make an X. One goes up one way and one goes the other way. And then just alternate your different stuff in there. Oh, I can't even imagine. I would have to have my hair up. I couldn't stand it. I pulled the tape off the next morning. Okay. I didn't know if the resin would, dry and then make it stay on there, or I'm gonna do one of those. I'm gonna do one of those. They are just so stinking pretty. Then I'll probably get hooked. I want to make a lot of them. So this is a conglomeration of ribbons, isn't it? Okay, there you go. I'm going to tie this baby up. Come to the middle and tie it. Bring it out and kind of push it down and try to go as tight as I can. God, that turned out so pretty. So pretty. And then I'm just going to separate these ribbons, you guys. And then I can trim as I go, if I need to. And I think I definitely need to on that one. That one got a little long. I'm going to try it. And the only reason I didn't try it today is because I didn't have a metal tray underneath it. I need to go down to the Dollar General and pick me up a... We don't have a Dollar Tree here. We have a Dollar General in my little town. And of course I drove right past the Dollar Tree today and I could have gone in there and got one, but I had my car full of Sam's Club and I was ready to go home. My husband comes home, he's going to go, what the heck did you spend? Because every time I use our credit card and I don't run it, it goes back to him. It tells him what was spent on it. And I think then you could deny it if you wanted to, because if someone was using your card, you know, that wasn't supposed to be using your card. So he gets all alerts on what's going on with the card. And I went through there, and you guys, I spent $300. And my friend was with me, and we're just like, I said to her, well, I'm up to 300 now. She's like, oh my word. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't take long here. We don't have a Costco. Closest Costco to us is 100 and some miles away. I think that's going to be a cute color. I'm going to turn it around on the back and just tie it in a knot in the back, and then I'll cut that off. And then we'll find a button to put in the middle of it. I'll have to just, once it's glued on there, I'll mess around with it a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to try that resin. I've got a whole pile of cutting boards I've picked up at Hobby Lobby through the years. They're all sitting out in a tote. It's full, it says cutting boards, and I can't even lift the dang thing because it's too heavy, because the cutting boards are heavy. And I need to start doing something with those. So I would love to do one of those. Okay, let me grab my button. Get down the big old button jar. It'd be so cool if I had a black and white spotted one. And I don't really know what I have, so there's so many. There's just a brown wooden one. That wouldn't be so bad. Or even just a black one. That's not black. That's like one of those old black. That's kind of cool. Kind of looks like cowhide. That's a black one too. When I was a little girl, my mom had her button box, which I still have her button box. But I think all the buttons are in here. And I would just sit and look at her buttons and just mess around with them. They just intrigued me. I have no idea why, but they did. That's pretty cute. Maybe I'll go with that one. I think that's going to be the answer right there. Oh, those things are heavy. So we're going to put that right there. We want to be able to read our sign, so I will make sure that, so there's my top, so that's kind of my, ooh, this isn't quite hot yet. I'm going to make it go. Come on, glue gun, go. Go, go, go. We'll get her up there. We'll get her up there. Your mom had buttons? There it goes again. Isn't that weird? What the heck? I have to figure that bot thing out. I wanted it to come on like once, and that was it. At 5 minutes or something. But it looks like I'll have to count them. Looks like they're coming on. They're coming on hot and heavy. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean it to be like that. Got to figure that chatbot thing out. I thought I did, but I didn't. Yeah, Mom's was in an old fruitcake box. And I saved the box. It's nasty, but I saved it. Because I'm weird that way. Yeah, I want to try that. I want to try that resin. Definitely. Okay. That's kind of cute. So there's our kitchen's clothes. This Heifers had it. With glue strings all over the place. Isn't that cute? I like that. We'll see how it does at a craft show. But you know, I don't have to put much on it because I didn't pay much for it. I mean, the sticker back here says $23.99, but oh, I love my mom's buttons. And I remember looking at buttons that I knew that she had cut off of stuff that we had. So I remember, you know, it's like, oh, I remember that button. Thanks, Linda. How are you, girlie? You guys, I have 8 transfers. If somebody wants to sprinkle me out there, I'll mail you a transfer. That's what I'm doing. Sharing the love, sharing the love. Thanks, Chris. I think that's pretty dang cute, too. So remember, you know, I mean, there are cutouts, but you don't have to have cutouts for everything. What the heck? Why not? Why? You know? All right, guys. Have a great rest of your night. And I appreciate you so much for coming in. Thank you. And I will see you next time. If I get unhooked from all these glue webs, and unplug my glue gun, because you guys, I leave that thing plugged in. I come in on Monday and I'm like, oh my gosh, I left that thing plugged in since whatever day, and it's crazy. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.